in a very short time. Secondly, in this space, we should also, and I have heard from NCPA, we should also find the model that encourages savings. Borrowing functions best when we have savings, because you cannot borrow what you don't have. And we have continuously borrowed the savings of others, and that is why we are becoming slaves to our lenders. It is time every Kenyan, and we are working with other sectors, including NSSF and other financial instruments, to make sure that we take our savings from the current maybe 9, maybe 10% of GDP to 20-25% of GDP. That way, we can have not just a secure present, but we can also have secure or ensure our future. I am looking forward to working with all the actors in this space to ensure that we build our savings culture and our borrowing must not only be responsible, but it must also be affordable. I like the words the governor said here about affordability. That way we can spur the activities of many of our micro, small enterprises who are struggling today, not because their enterprises cannot do well, but they are limited by access to credit and access to financing for what they want to do. We will also be working on ensuring that our stock exchange also works better. It can also be another source of making sure that we can raise resources that can help build our enterprises. That is why I have created the Ministry for Trade, Investment and Industry, so that we can look much more closely to our financial markets, work much more closely with our state-owned enterprises, look critically at some of them, and assess the ones we can bring the Kenyan public to be owners of some of these state-owned enterprises, so that we can share in the profits, and we can also release some resources for us to be able to deliver on some of our infrastructure requirements instead of borrowing either from the market locally or borrowing from the external market. We will be working together in this space, and I know I've disturbed the governor a lot with many telephone calls, but I appreciate that he's been forthright and a gentleman. And sometimes when you see too many of my calls, it's because your customers are on my case. So just take it positively. It's nothing personal. It is because somebody must do the bidding for those who cannot access the offices that they need to. So this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to be part of this occasion. I look forward, Ndegwa and your team, I look forward to, we've done, as the governor said, we've made the first step. I hope we'll be making the other steps so that you've come down 50%, maybe we can do another 50%. You know, in those many steps governor was talking about. So that, you know, there is no harm. We've already set a record for ourselves. M-Pesa in itself is a Kenyan innovation that has really taken the world by storm. Why don't we try another feat that is not only giving us financial inclusion, it is giving us affordable credit. You know, we can begin to walk that journey. And I